Hi Capricorns, welcome to your single and couples love reading. So this video will be split in two. Singles will be first, couples will be halfway through, and this is also for Sun, Moon, and Rising Capricorns. So let's go ahead and see what the main energy is for you when it comes to romance and love and the love life for the next 2 weeks. Angels, please go ahead and show what do you see for Capricorns when it comes to love in the next 2 weeks. What are the main energies you pick up for them? Okay, so we've got deception, separation, and releasing your ex. So Capricorns, I don't feel like you're going to be meeting anybody new this week. Because there's a lot of energy about releasing somebody, you know. You've got release your ex, you've got separation, and you've also got deception. So this could have been somebody who deceived you in some type of way, whether this is an ex who, you know, betrayed you in some type of way, or whether this is somebody who led you on, or maybe this is your own self deceiving yourself about a certain person. So, and I almost feel like the last reading we got something similar, you know. But let's go ahead and check out these energies because, yeah, a lot of it is about releasing the next 2 weeks, Capricorn. That way, you know, once Mercury retrograde is over, you're going to be feeling more ready and more prepared to accept love into your life. But I do feel as though it is no coincidence that at this point you are redoing, releasing during this retrograde, okay? It's okay if love isn't coming in the next 2 weeks. You know, it's just 2 weeks. I think what's most important is to, you know, you're going to be independent. And with the Two of Swords here, some of you, maybe, you know, maybe you're going to be, I say crossing the line, because with the Two of Swords, for some of you, you are in a limbo type of situation with somebody else. Whereas there's no definitive yes or no as if to you guys are dating or what's going to happen. The Two of Swords seems very much like should I or shouldn't I? You know, it's like not being completely sure about a certain person if they are in your life. So you've got some of you who are unsure of who's in your life because maybe you feel they're deceiving you. For some of you, you may be talking to somebody but you are feeling deceived because maybe you feel that they're still holding on to their ex. So maybe for some of you trying to get to know somebody new, you question them a bit because you wonder, you know, if they are torn between you and somebody else. You know, you don't want to be in a love triangle. And so with the Two of Swords, you may be wondering if they're deceiving you on the low, you know, on the down low and still communicating with an ex. So let's go ahead and let's see a little bit more about this situation, Capricorn. I feel as though if, you know, the person you are trying to see is still talking to their ex, I feel like you will separate from them. You will cut them off, or, you know, with the separation card, it may be saying maybe best to release them at this time because it almost feels like they're not exhibiting like qualities of wanting to be in a deep relationship, you know. They're not there with you yet. They're not all there yet. So let's see what else pops up. We've got King of Swords. So we could definitely see, it could definitely be with an Aquarius, a Libra, or a Gemini. But also with the King of Swords popping up here, it makes me feel as though, you know, look at this. It's almost like at some point in the next 2 weeks, you kind of get fed up with this energy and you decide, you know what, I'm going to be very like, stern or very strict-ish, you know, or I'm just going to be very like, you know what, no more fluffy shit, like what is this, what's going on here, tell me the truth. Because the King of Swords, I'm seeing that you don't want to be lied to anymore. You're standing up for yourself, you know, you don't want to let anybody cross you if you are talking to somebody. King of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, You know, definitely here, you haven't been feeling as though things have even been going that well in the recent, you know, few days or weeks. And so you may be like, look, I know that there's something going on here because I feel intuitively that I could be being lied to or deceived in some type of way. And I see here with this King of Swords that you're just like, look, I need to know the truth, you know? You need to know the truth. So I see you really standing up for yourself when it comes to the situation, because I feel like you've been trying to, you know, just be smooth with things, but I feel as though it's kind of come to a point where you're going to be a little bit sharp with somebody if you are talking to somebody, okay? Let's see with the release your ex. So for some of you, this card relates to you and an ex that you may have, that you haven't let go of. Oh my gosh, so there you go, Two of Cups reverse. So with this Two of Cups reverse, yeah, this is definitely an ex relationship that, you know, there was a lot of conflict between the both of you, a lot of fighting between the both of you. And the thing is, the ironic thing is that there was a lot of fighting when the relationship was there, and then when the relationship ended, there was a lot of inward battling whether or not you should be back with this person or not. So the conflict kind of persisted even after the relationship ended. So, but yeah, I feel as though Two of Swords, it's hard for you to let this person go. Knight of Cups reverse could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But I feel that this person, you know, I do feel as though this person with the Ten of Swords here, they definitely hurt you. You know, they definitely betrayed you in some type of way, especially with the Knight of Cups reversed like this. They may have had two options. Of course, this could be you, right? This could have been you who did this, but I feel this is something that's happened to you. With the Ten of Swords and the Knight of Cups, and even if it wasn't a third party, you just simply felt betrayed by them. Maybe you felt like they never stood up for you. Maybe you felt like they never took your feelings into consideration. But the Ten of Swords and the Knight of Cups reverse typically is somebody who, you know, like this is the kind of feeling when you find out your boyfriend or girlfriend is like online, you know, sexting with somebody else, you know, like to that type of extreme. And it's just like, whoa, you know, it's kind of hard to kind of get over something like that. And so for some of you, I feel as though it's time to release this energy. If you've been holding on to it, if you've been holding on to the person or maybe just what they did to you, it's time to emotionally let go and clear yourself in the next 2 weeks, because yeah, next 2 weeks is definitely about clearing yourself so you can start afresh once the retrograde is over. So yeah, you know, singles, you have a lot about not necessarily new love. You know, I guess it's just not it's just, you know, the stars are not aligned at this time, but this is just for 2 weeks, okay? So there's a little bit of self-work that perhaps needs to happen at this time, which is okay. Self-help, self-growth, that just, you know, it makes you a better person for the person who's coming into your life. And maybe they're doing the exact same thing too. Maybe they're also working on themselves, letting go of baggage, you know? What else? What else is coming up? So, Chariot, the Fool reversed, and the Three of Wands. One thing that I do pick up for some of you here is that with this separation energy, we've got the Three of Wands and we've got the Chariot. So I just want to be I just want you guys to be careful about running back to the past for whatever reason. For some of you, you may absolutely hate being alone. You know, the separation may be killing you. And so with the Three of Wands here, I see a heavy focus on the past. I mean, a lot of this reading is, it's about the past for you guys. So I know some of you are like, but I wanted new love, you know, but I gotta read what's coming up, right? You can always check out your moon, your rising, or your Venus sign if this doesn't resonate, okay? With the Three of Wands here and the Chariot, you know, I almost feel this is just for some of you, but just be careful of reaching out to an ex, because I just kind of feel with this Fool card here, it's not going to be a good risk. You may be denied, or they may try to kind of deceive you in a way again, you know, where maybe you pour your heart out to them and then they kind of go, yeah, I feel the same, I feel the same, but really they just kind of feel bad, you know, and they don't know what else to say. So just be careful, because I feel at this time it could be very easy to cling on to the past, cling on to people from the past, but I do see that, you know, with the Three of Wands reverse, it's not good. It's not good if you're looking to the past, right? Because if you're looking into the past, you're not in the present. So that's super important. Yeah, I heard a really good quote yesterday. You know, if you're focused on the past or too focused on the future, that means you're not living in the present, you know? So if you know who said that quote, let me know. All right, but yeah, guys, if you enjoyed that, if it did resonate with you, of course, as I said, it's a general, but if it did resonate with you specifically, go hit the like button, comment, subscribe, or share, let me know. And if you would like a personal reading, the link is going to be down below. All right, guys, I will see you in April. And now into my couples. And I've got some coffee here, because if I sound a little bit like droopy or I don't know what, it's because I am. I had a delicious dinner, and it's kind of put me in a very relaxed state. So I've got my coffee, so let me take a sip real quick. Wowzers, I started drinking my coffee black. Still kind of getting used to it. Woo. I think the taste alone of black coffee will wake you up for sure. So let's go ahead and let's see what's going on for my couples. Coupled Capricorns for the next 2 weeks. Angels, please show the biggest messages that you want to show. The big messages you want to show for coupled Capricorns. Angels, please go ahead and show us. Chemistry. Oh my god, the separation card is back. Oh my goodness. So singles also got the separation. You know, I've been noticing, like, for a lot of signs, there's a lot of endings recently, a lot of endings. So yeah, that's interesting. So let's go ahead and let's see what's going on here. For some of you, you've got this beautiful past life relationship. And for some of you, I honestly feel you could be couples. And you could feel like this is your past life lover. For some of you, you may feel as though somebody around you that you know is a past life lover. That's not your partner. But for the majority, I really do feel like, you know, you're with your partner and you're like, oh my god, I know this person. I've known this person for far longer than just, you know, the earth years. So you could be with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. For some of you, I feel as though you're wondering if this is a karmic relationship. Because we've got that Seven of Pentacles in the Nine of Wands, coupled with the Four of Swords and the Moon reversed. So with the Moon popping up reversed, I do feel as though from some of my Capricorns, this Moon energy is really screwing with you. Because the Moon here says you feel confused about your intuition. You're not sure about this person for some reason. Let's see why that Nine of Wands is there. Angels, please show why is the Nine of Wands there? Because the Seven of Pentacles is making me feel that some of you are looking back on the relationship you've had with this person, and there's a lot of memories that you feel are kind of rotten, if that makes sense. It's almost like, just as I told Libra, like you feel like you're at, or I told Gemini, sorry, like you feel like you're at the end of the line with this person. It's almost like you're just kind of tired of it. I feel for some of you, you feel like, you know, this is definitely a karmic relationship, because it's been very like draining, to say the least. The Justice reversed here, the Seven of Cups reversed, and the Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck. For some of you, you truly feel as though you've been taken advantage of. with the Seven of Cups, you even feel as though you've been lied to. You know, I feel this feeling like you feel like your partner made you all these promises that never came true. And I feel for some of you, you even kind of did the same thing where you were like, okay, I'm falling in love with their potential. And I see a lot of you fell in love with somebody's potential, only to kind of feel like you have a hard time trusting them. So the next 2 weeks, it's going to be a little tricky because you may be looking at their past behavior, and it may be kind of riling something up in you again to where you're feeling like, I don't know how much I can trust this person. The Moon, the Nine of Wands, you feel like not everything is clear, not everything is true. You may even feel, because we got the Justice reversed, you may even feel like your partner isn't telling you the whole truth. So for some of you, I do feel like this will lead to a separation. Okay, for some of you, it may be a temporary, it may be a permanent separation, but I feel as though you're tired of feeling as though you've been taken advantage of. It's like you're like, I'm not that gullible, okay? Like, I'm a smart person. I know that something is off. I can feel it in my bones. So, I do feel as though for some of you, whatever it is totally going to be revealed in the next 2 weeks. So I think with that concrete evidence, you're going to probably walk away for a little bit. So let's check out, hopefully we get some better news here for my couples who did not resonate with that. We've got chemistry, we've got past life relationship. So let's take a peek at that. Some of you are in a past life relationship with your partner, and the chemistry is off the freaking rockers. Like, seriously. Like, I don't know if everyone has experienced it, and I'm sure most people have, but with this energy that I pick up on with the chemistry, it's like when you're with this person, like this may have been the first person you've ever felt like literally like hot electric lava is just flowing through your body. And maybe that's chi, maybe that is what they call chi, but it's just like you feel like this intensity that is so unlike anything you've ever felt in your umpteenth amount of years on earth, right? So for those of you who are like, man, the chemistry has never been like this with anybody else, well, yeah, you are with you're definitely with a past life lover. You guys, and it's almost like your souls have missed each other for so long, which is why it's almost like it's so intense, like when you miss somebody, like for example, this is a silly one, but like when I get home from, my day job and, I'm gone for like 8 hours, and then I open the front door and my dog just, is just all over me like crazy. And it's like, but Rock, I was only gone 8 hours, but eight human hours is probably like, 18 days in dog years. That's what they sure make it seem like. And so I kind of feel like there is this intensity, and the intensity comes from, and it stems from the fact that the both of you spent so many hundreds and maybe thousands of years apart. I know some of you are going to be like, I don't believe in that stuff, but I do. So some of you are with an air sign, so Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. With the Two of Swords, one thing I see you kind of reflecting on is that in the past with this person, maybe this was someone where you didn't even hit it off with immediately, like, you saw this person, but when you guys, before you dated or whatever, and you were like, yeah, I mean, they're cool, they're cute, but you never were like, that's my type, Like, I feel like you got into the relationship feeling kind of torn, like almost like, okay, let's see where this goes. I'll give it a shot. Let's see where this goes. That's what I pick up on, because I do see some like hesitation. But then what's interesting is that ended up, it's almost like you had a decision to make and you followed your intuition, and it led you to somebody who, it's almost like you're like reminiscing on like, wow, what if I had chosen not to go to that party that day? What if I chose not to do this that day? I would never have bumped into this person, or What if I had never picked them up on their offer to go out, you know? What would life be like? And I feel like for some of you, you're reminiscing on this. And with the Six of Wands here, you are so happy with the decision you made, and you are so in love with your partner. And I feel this is so mutual, and it's vice versa as well, okay? So with the Six of Wands, a lot of you, yes, if you've been feeling this is your past life lover, you are completely correct. We've got Six of Wands here. All right, guys? So, oh, and then, you know, when I'm looking at separation, the separation also makes me feel like, with the past life lover, just what I was saying, like, you know, the separation that the both of you had for so many hundreds of thousands of years, now you're back together, and it's just like, it's insane. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed your messages. It wasn't all bad. If you did like this, go ahead, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, or share. And if you would like a personal reading, the link is going to be down below. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you in April.